Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading, checking in on the day's energies, seeing what news we can use, starting with the Angelic Lightwork card, Vow Release. Wow. Okay, so are you letting go of someone or something? We can make promises to ourselves and others that we may outgrow. Truth, word. A promise made with sincerity may no longer hold true due to an evolving path. It is time to let go of the ties that bind you to people or places that can no longer be mutually enhancing. Your soul is in the process of releasing vows from this or other lifetimes that are no longer aligned with your life path. Do not be afraid to clear space and energy in your life. Reclaim your vitality and consider afresh all you would like to dedicate yourself to and how you wish to do so. You may find some commitments become stronger through this process, whilst others are released entirely. Wow. All right. Feels powerful. Feels like if you understand that you're releasing something that you were once in agreement with and have a vow to connect with, person, a relationship commitment, a job commitment. I think acknowledging and accepting feel like a very big first step, like accepting that, this connection had an expiration date or we're no longer a match. And how to make that okay without making anybody the bad person. All right. So in the past, we've got temperance in reverse. So a lot of imbalance. I'm getting that someone in your past, maybe while this is how you grew up, they were very out of balance, and they would tell you that's love. This is family. So it was a conditioning of what you thought these things are, because it didn't feel like love, what you were receiving. I love you. That's not in the loving energy. Or guilting you, look what I do for you. Or you're never enough. Criticizing. Some type of, I feel like there's a lot of confusion about what, like in a real deep core misunderstanding. Yeah, wow, it's hard to even talk. And so I feel like as you went on in life, you realized that these beliefs don't work. No matter if they're not just with your family, they might be with society, in the religion you practice, something about what people were identifying as, and how they were attaching a behavior to, they didn't match. And that feels so confusing, very confusing programming. And it feels like it didn't work, and it made things very slow. Just stuck because how you were taught what love is, you weren't receiving love. And so I feel like it's been very confusing in relationships, how to care for yourself, self-care. It's not frivolous. Like, you don't need a loving connection. You don't need, well, yeah, you do. You need friends who you can trust and you love. And I think it starts even further. You need to, I think there's a desire to know and love yourself, the foundation, to know what it means to love yourself. Is it to only tell yourself wonderful things, or is it loving to be honest with yourself and be willing to see aspects of yourself because you are not judging, because you love yourself unconditionally, that you are willing to see things that might not be parts of your personality that you're proud of. But if you're not willing to see them, you can't change them. Hey, feels like the head of this household was a very insecure, I'm going to say it, an insecure male. The at the head of this household, that despite what looks and appearances, this is someone who's very unstable, insecure. They know how to create abundance, but they don't know how to maintain it on any type of chronic way. They can fall into some benefits. I feel like this person, because they're insecure, they might prey on others who might be able to give them little boosts of abundance and the energies that they lack. A lot of lies. I feel like you realizing now, that looking back in your past, that things were not, I feel like you're having to let go of belief systems and programming from your childhood that were a lie then, but in today's energies, they do not work at all. They make it impossible, because you're working against the universe. I feel like this was part of a plan for you to experience really, really deep dive into these denser energies, so you could enjoy with the shifting changes of energies from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. You can enjoy that slingshot of energy. I don't know why that came out, but I do feel like this is, yeah, you might be releasing someone in current energy, but maybe it's in regards to something a lot deeper, a deeper pattern from childhood that can't be ignored, that created toxic patterns in your behavior. Okay, in current energy, we've got Seven of Wands in reverse. Feel like Spirit's inviting you to let your guard down. I'm seeing someone still stuck in fight mode and seeing ooh, ooh, in current energies, it's like you've been through so much, and there's a little PTSD, like not sure who the good guy and the bad guy. And so there's a protection against any energies, especially new. And I feel like through this lens of fear and anxiety of getting hurt again, you are holding back blessings. I think this is really confusing because, wow. So we've got Seven of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Seven of Wands. Okay. And before I even saw what the card was, I said, I think this is really confusing. Yes, because you are releasing, you are shedding so many. It just, like, if I'm looking at the collective energy, it's just so much is falling away from your energy that is being released from old vows, old promises you made yourself, old belief systems that were way out of balance, that didn't work, that kept you very stuck and moving slowly, that had you revere and look up to leaders who were controlling and insecure. So it feels like it's your job to bolster and provide real security. And this is, you're letting go of lies. So I think what's difficult in this current energy, what's a little tricky, as you're releasing, you could, because so much is being released and your attention is going to go to what is being released, like what is so activated in my space. And then you start tuning in to painful situations, memories, tuning in and to what is being released, which kind of reactivates it and keeps it in your space. So instead, what I'm seeing is, if this is your reading and you do feel like you're releasing a lot, just so much, just on the daily for maybe even weeks now, it might come and go, ebb and flow. But what I'm getting is to acknowledge, like, oh, I'm just releasing. All right, I'm not going to match or mirror that energy. It's okay to feel it as it leaves my body, as it leaves my nervous system. It's okay to feel those feelings, but not create that in present time, to allow them to flow through me and leave, to not attach to them. They are not my feelings. They are just emotions that I didn't know how to process, and they're releasing right now. Okay. I do feel that it is confusing right now because there is an energy in your space that you do feel that you need to stand your ground against, because you can feel how reckless it is. This is a reckless energy that's healing because their world's on fire. Boy, this is definitely someone who needs a healing. This is someone who's more trapped in their mental body. They're unable to make a fresh start, and that's making them feel very reckless. And their wheel is down. And they don't have anyone around them that they can identify with that gets them. The people around them seem foreign to them, and they can't really hear them anyway. Like, this person thinks everybody, from where they are right now, nobody gets this person. Nobody understands me. And so I think that that's coming from a picture that they can't understand themselves. This is someone who really does not know who they are on a soul level. They know who they want to be and who their ego says they should be. But this is someone, they don't know who they are as a soul. They've disconnected, and that's created such an imbalance that their wheel is down, that karma, it's like they keep getting a warning signal that their car is going off the road, you know, beep, 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 you know, it's got those warning systems. But they're over in a field just like having the worst time, like off the road, and they're like, why is this happening? Well, they're not listening to their guidance system, because that would be their soul's guidance system saying, stay on your path. Hey, this is what emotions are for. They allow you to know what you want and what you don't want, discernment, guidance. But this person is listening to like a co-pilot, their ego. Maybe why I'm seeing co-pilot and people in the car, they're listening to other people, how other people perceive them through the ego. And so they're making their driving decisions of their life based on other people, not their own intuition, their own guidance. And so I feel like why we're tuning into this energy is for somehow this might be the person that you are wanting to release a vow from. If it is your intention to release, you know, asking your guides, angels, please help me release this vow. I'm ready to release this vow. Please show me how I surrender. I'm leaving space so I can receive the answers of how to release this. All right. In the center of your reading is the Hierophant in reverse. Something non-traditional. Okay, I'm getting, this energy is a systems buster. This is new energy, new. I'm just getting in with the new, out with the old. Yeah, I think trying to stay in the old energy, you can't, it's really difficult to heal. Running those old programs. It's like you need a software update. Some of you might be experiencing at night, like feeling just like your phone that's plugged in and you get a software update in the middle of the night when you're not using it. I feel like a lot of you are getting some software updates in the middle of the night. might make you feel, it might be leaving you feeling a little confused and uncertain and insecure, like you're not quite sure who you are without these programs. Instead of freaking out about that, it's okay. Fear comes up and you acknowledge that and feel it and let it flow through and out and release. But instead of amplifying that feeling of confusion, realizing that you are just creating space for your new version of you so you can really spread your wings. Okay, for some of you, there's this is an interesting timing. For some of you, as you're releasing a vow, someone is coming in, reminding you of really loving feelings of togetherness, of feeling seen and heard, and someone who really wants to be around you, wants to get to know you. So I feel like as these, for some of you, you're releasing this energy, and the new energy that's coming in is helping fill that space of loving feelings, reminding you of connection, of belonging, of love, of safety, of security, of comfort, safety and desire. I feel like this is a very interesting energy because it's like you're in maximum release. It's like all this trash and goop leaving your system, and at the same time there's all this light coming in to fill that space. If you are confused right now, be gentle on yourself. That is very confusing energy. What am I? Am I the energy of the stuff releasing that's painful? I could tune into that and say yes. Or am I the light coming in? Feel like you're in a transformational space right now. And so just kind of be as best you can with these energies. I'm transitioning. I'm changing. Don't try to solidify who you are quickly, because it feels like you want to give that light enough time in your energy and some momentum of building up that light to create a strong foundation. That's what this is. This is the foundation of your reading too, is in the past. And the foundation was this out of balance belief systems that didn't work, that left you feeling very stuck with quite possibly a very toxic masculine energy that's very controlling and uses others. There's a lot of lies. Everybody has to lie to keep this going. No one really tells the truth about who they are, how they feel. It's just staying in this program of shared beliefs of what's good and what's bad, but it's not for the individual. And right now we're switching into more individual spiritual, embodying your own spiritual essence and then bringing that to the group. All right, so your challenge right now is the Two of Cups. So for those of you who have a loving connection coming in, someone that makes your heart sing, someone who you're infatuated with, someone who you feel like they really see you, and at the same time, I feel like this union makes you very aware. This person, this heart connection makes you very aware of concerns, worries, sadnesses, wounds. I feel like without this person, you might not release as much energy. Not necessarily true, but this person definitely coming in to your life. I feel like you're coming into each other's lives to push each other in a way, in a soul way, not real way, not like a 3D pushing each other to heal. That doesn't work. But I feel like triggering, activating each other to heal, to release, to make a decision. Do we come together? Can I tune into you and myself and co-create something beautiful? Or am I going to tune into what I'm releasing and be stuck in more of a anxiety and insecurity? Feels like this person, this connection stirs up a lot of emotions for sure. What's interesting is I feel like if this is happening for some of you, if you know what this person is, I feel like they bring out the sunshine so you can see things, but you still feel separated from what is that? It's like activating. Oh, it's activated in your system. This person helps awaken, activate this loving energy in your space. However, it is, you are learning how to create a new foundation. And I think this is giving you an opportunity. Why this is coming up in the challenges. Are you going to create a foundation like you have in your other relationships that did not work? Or are you going to leave space for something very different, very unexpected, something, and learn how to create a foundation that works for you? What are some foundational issues that you had in your past connection? What would you prefer instead? When you connect with someone, do you get really excited, and you're in your emotions, taken away, like this is amazing, and like you don't ever want to leave those emotions? Very ungrounded way of being. And I don't know, there's something with emotions, learning to process. I feel like taking this slowly, that this connection can really give you a lot of information about who you are and where you're going. And it's quite possibly going to make you feel messed up in your emotions, like really feel like this connection makes the water all turbulent around you, feeling really good, amazing, feeling really nervous and anxious. Like there's just so many emotions. It could be, some of you might be like, I'm out. I don't feel comfortable in these overpowering emotions. Maybe part of what's going on is the foundation in the past was not, you weren't allowed to have your own emotions. You were following a procedure and what you were expected to do. Whereas now you're following your own intuition and your own guidance, and you're realizing the difference between your emotions and your intuition. subtle differences. Yeah, right now this feels like it might make you very emotional, might make you crabby, might make you feel like your mood is switching back and forth. But it's like you can't put your finger on it. What's going on? This is, I feel like that's a confusion. You're letting go of confusion as well, confusion in relationships. But there's a lot. There's so many things leaving your energy and so many new energies coming in. Your challenge is to not move away from this. I think your head, your thoughts your mental body might be like, it's a trap, get out. But what I'm getting is that stick with this, stick with these uncomfortable feelings. They're actually helping you create your new beginning. Wow. All right. That's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you all for your likes. And if you haven't subscribed, consider liking and subscribing. I love your comments. I'm curious what this story means to you. If it, who this is, was this a work connection, a love connection, family, friendship? Has this been confusing? Is there a new person in your life that's been kind of stirring things up? So, curious minds. All right, take care. Bye.